Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to every one of you who joined this 6-day FDP online program sponsored by Iste BNY Knowledge Enhancement Program 2026 on Smart Machines 4.0, Intelligent Monitoring and Digital Twin for Data-Driven Engineering Systems. This is the last day of the program, and the past 5 days we had wonderful sessions by various renowned experts across the state. Hope it was very useful to every one of us, and it was an eye-opening session. And today also we have 3 people to be interacted with you. This will be also very interactive and very informative to all the participants. So again, I do welcome all the participants, especially the resource person of this today's morning session, Dr. K. Visagavel, who is the Principal of Knowledge Institute of Technology, Salem, Tamil Nadu. I take this opportunity to welcome our head of the department and coordinator of this FDP, Dr. K.S.Prabhakaran, and the directors of our institutions and faculty members. Welcome you all. And I take this opportunity to welcome the other participants from various institutions across the state who joined this FDP. At this outset, I take a couple of minutes to introduce today's resource person, Dr. K. Visagavel, who is going to deliver his address on building positive attitude and resilience. Dr. K. Visagavel, who is the principal of Knowledge Institute of Technology, Salem, Tamil Nadu, is a distinguished academician and a leader with having 28 years of experience in engineering education, research, and institutional development. He is the chief coordinator of the AST Idea Lab and actively mentors innovation, entrepreneurship, and startup activities at our campus. He is the founding chairman of SAI Southern Section, Salem Division, and an active MC member of SAE. He has visited top universities across the ocean like United States of America, Japan, and Singapore. He has also signed MOU with Taylor's University and International University, Malaysia, for student engagement program and international collaborations in the research and publications. He has been invited as guest to address multicultural participants across the state. Coming to his publication, Sir has published more than 50 international publications and around 100 national and international conference papers. So with this brief introduction, let me once again welcome our renowned person, Dr. K. Visagavel, on Department of Mechanical Engineering, Knowledge Institute of Technology, to address you all on building a positive attitude and resilience. And over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Anand and Dr. Prabhakar, for inviting me as one of the speakers. This IST B1I sponsored FTP. It's a very interesting topic. So my topic may be somewhat different to the existing topic, but without this mindset, definitely we cannot do anything, right? So that's why we added. Thank you very much. I thank IST also for providing this sponsorship to KIOT to organize this program. So we can go to the presentation. I think visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's coming, sir.
Yes. Good morning, friends. We'll get into the program. Anyhow, around 30 plus participants, around 36 are here. Anyhow, up to end of my presentation, I hope every one of you will be in my presentation. I think my request to you, please not only switch on your video and mute your audio, right? Don't go for your other work. My kind request you be attentive at least for 1 hour. It may be very useful to you. So I am going to share my experience only then and there. Anyhow, this is a PPT is just is a tool, just you see. So what you have to do, that's all. So I am going to share my experience then and there. Then this everybody will say about positive attitude and there are set of slides. But here I would like to give how to build your positive attitude, and then how to do practice. That is the most important one. So I used to address always students. So we know that. So every time we are finding fault with the students, we are finding fault with our family members, we are always finding fault with our friend circle and relatives. But we don't give any kind of advice or way for rectifying their fault. Okay, finding fault is easy, giving solution is always very tough. Okay, and another one, everybody from the birth, they are doing some practice, it has become habit. Okay, suppose by hearing our explanation, changing attitude will be very, very tough. So there are a lot of factors to decide our positive mindset. All right, so that is one. So anywhere if you go, we have to first things we have to make a root cause analysis. This is most important. Suppose you are going to you want to build your attitude in positive way. You want to do from today. That's I don't want to say that tomorrow, right? First you have to root cause analysis where we are. So what are the problem, right? Another one is here we can look at this. These are the root cause analysis. This is so always being the faculty members. Almost Prabhakar said all of them are faculty at attending the program. So always the faculty, because of this changing environment, we feel job insecurity. Okay, so here like IT industry, faculty has to learn every day. You know that I don't want to repeat the example. The engineering or any college faculty has to be like a lift, not like a ladder or steps. Okay, in school maybe the steps. Okay, there will not be, there is no change in curriculum. Okay, even the schools also changing curriculum nowadays. But here in engineering, every day is changing. Now we are going to face a big challenge in AI, this generative AI. Then the super once the super AI has come, the I think all IT industry persons are saying this AI not only a big challenge to the IT industry, the first and foremost challenging to the teaching industry. Because once you created this video, already we have a model of flipped class model. Now once the AI is doing like chatbot activity, it is ready to answer for all the queries from the students. I think there is no need of the faculty. So we have to go only for the mentoring activity and the grooming activity. And here, without the teachers, definitely we cannot bring up the next generation. There is no doubt. But these kind of things always creates a job insecurity. Then less opportunity to for capacity building. Then many colleges, I think they don't give opportunity to build their capacity based on their latest requirement. That is also one of the major problem. Another one, we don't know how to handle the Gen Z students. So everybody is saying. So here, I said, so everywhere we need some training. So the changes are permanent. So that is the matter. Another one, ineffective leadership and management politics. So maybe you may be the leader, but you may work under the leader. So because of the leader's ineffectiveness, there may be always only so one more person is there. There may be the politics. Even family members, four members are there. There is some politics. But in department like colleges, there are so many people. So there is no there is a word. There will be the politics. Okay, we know how to persuade that and how to manage the people. Another one, lack of motivation. So even morning itself, your boss is started to scold you. There is no conducive environment for thinking positively. Then we don't get any motivation. This lack of motivation is another one root cause. Another one, negative attitude of our colleagues. Always, if you keep the people are with a negative attitude, so always they used to say, why should you work? Why should you earn the money? Why you should have come for this kind of jobs? Okay, always they talk like more aged persons, right? More aged persons being nowadays aged persons also so mature. They want to be always young in mind, and even physical fitness is old, but they want to keep young in mind. They want to give a lot of positive things. But nowadays the people are telling this negative attitude. Okay, thus always you keep away. So you have to find out how many people are around you always talking in a negative way. Another one, excessive additional duty. That has to be clarified with your boss. Another one, you are doing well, you are doing good, always will be given some additional work. Another one, involvement in non-teaching duty. Always you see that I am a teacher, I am not a clerical job, that is a clerical person. But nowadays, because of all kind of assessment process and accreditation process, even 30 to 40% of our time you want to work for a clerical job. So that is also one of the, this is we feel negative, but this is also mandate. You should know how to learn and how to simplify that. Another one, lack of research and personal growth. So once you started to read, learn, and do some research, and definitely as a faculty, you get a lot of interest. That is also missing. Okay, then once if you don't have any personal growth, even you want to move from AP to ASP, even Anna University asking 6 publications. And once after some time you want to become professor, so they are asking 8 publications. Okay, without publishing papers, we cannot grow on a ladder. You have to you have to do the doctorate and other things. So research is part of your life as a teacher or a professor. So it always propel your personal growth. Then if you don't have such kind of opportunity, you may get that is negative thoughts and you don't have any positive mindset. Then opportunity work from conflicts. So it may be suitable for work from home for industry. Even it is not suitable some other industry. The employees are going at least weekly 2 to 3 days. But I don't find good for our teaching community. So ultimate the changes we can find once the teachers are more connected with the students. So these are the root cause analysis coming to my mind. Okay, any other root cause analysis, you please try to find out the root cause. That is most important. Who are the what are the causes or that is a big barrier to for your positive thinking and not able to move from this side to that side. So you have to put what, where, how, and who, why, all these things you can find it. Then symptoms of depression. Once you don't have positive attitude, then you are a negative thinking person. So you may have more weight or weight loss. So you can find that. Then you don't have sound sleep. Then irritations, always you feel that. Then anxiety or feeling of panic. So even somebody is coming and telling something, started to say something, you may get panic. Oh, he's going to say something negative things. So that kind of mindset you may have. Then easily frustrated. Anything anybody says, you may get frustration easily. Always you talk with some anger and harsh words. You can find these kind of things. You are in depression and you don't have this positive mindset. Then another one, negative self-statements. Always you say that I am unfit for this, so I am unlucky person. So I don't get like anything. You may get it. So this kind of negative self-statements always used to say among your friends and circles. Then naturally increase to alcohol or drug use. That is our ecosystem is also not good. So even people are even if you have negative mindset and you are upset, people are advising to go for having such kind of things is not advisable. Then under eating or overeating, sometimes you are more happy or unhappy. So you are landed at taking tea or coffee or food and other things. So anything, so eating or overeating is a major problem. And working long hours. Suppose your mind is not sharp, so you will take long hours to finish anything. Okay, then you confuse yourself, confuse others also. Okay, you cannot complete the work within time. So these kind of symptoms, if you find out, so you are in the confusion, you are in the negative mindset, you have to change from negative to positive. Another one, physical and impact. What are the physical impact you have to? This is sorry. Oh, is it visible with PPT? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is useful, sir.
Just a minute. I cannot see that. Oh, yes. Yes. Sorry. Then mood disturbance, then physical and mental impact. You can find out your mood will be disturbed, and then psychological distress, negative about your career. Then efficiency will be lowered, anxiety, lower morale, depression. Then it leads to cardiovascular disease. So sometimes even now you can find out in most of the doctors are saying this is cardiac arrest, not it is not coming by heart attack. So even we cannot recover persons before taking from that instant place to hospital, we cannot recover the persons. It is happening at many places. It is also fatigue. So we can find out this kind of physical and mental impact. Another one, then stress managing techniques. Anyhow, I will just you touch that. Then end of the session, if you ask questions, I'm ready to explain because I'm doing a lot of practice. I'm ready to share what I'm doing. Then yoga and exercise and believe in actions. So before going to do, always you have self affirmation like I am doing right. That kind of believe in actions is must. Then you can play with your children. Normally people are telling I know I have a lot of work and I don't have time to spend with the family and talking with the children. This is really what is this this is that person will be the poor time manager. Okay, time management is very must for every one of us. So you should not say, otherwise your working means always wind up your work. Don't carry over your official work to your family. This is most one. You can go and read there. You can read there. You can work for your self growth. There is no doubt. But always we got to spend some time with your children and family. This is most important one. Then interact with the positive colleagues. So already I said this is negative to positive means always people are talking very positively. Even we are going for movies. What is the purpose of watching movies means always the movies gives right that is imaginable what is that is our hallucination then illusions otherwise not possible in our regular life. Okay, in single songs or single 3 hours one ordinary person will become extraordinary persons. So when we watch movie always we are fitting ourselves into that role. Okay, we feel like we can grow like this. So that kind of mindset, so that is called mindset. So like movies, a few faculty members around you, they may always talk very positively. Yes, it is possible. We can do it. We can try. So you keep such kind of persons around you. That is most important. Another one, reading motivational books. End of this presentation, I will share three pieces of motivational books. So how to build your positive mindset and how to build your resilience mindset and how to do practice. I will share books. Okay, then rest. Rest is also good stress managing techniques, and I would say it builds your positive mindset. Okay, another one, coping mechanism. So you are good, you may have coping mechanism. Many of the persons are we don't have such kind of coping skills. It has to be improved. Then coming to this negative thinking, already I said this what are the symptoms and triggers. Then you should know how to filter. That is most important. Okay, filtering and personalizing. All right, how it occurs. Okay, then catastrophing. That is most important. Then polarizing. So these kind of things you can identify by reading your mind and the thoughts and how you are moving with others. Okay, these are the things. Then you should learn then how to turn your negative thinking into positive thinking. This is also most important one. Okay, so then by behaving like this, okay, you please identify what are the areas. Already I said, so the negative thinking person, how will behave. So if you find, so you are in such kind of symptoms and area, then you please identify what are the areas you want to change. That is most important. Okay, then you write it on paper. This is most important. You don't just thinking by yourself. You take a paper and write it. Okay, you can get lot of thoughts will come. You can write it. So you identify what are the negative thoughts. Then you cross it, right? Then you please filter your only positive thoughts. You please give affirmation and proceed. That is most important one. Then check yourself. Are you practicing or not? Then open to humor. Most of the cases you can find always we like people who are with humor in sense. Okay, you talk with right humor, always we like it. Suppose only that is what is this to the point only for the work nature and for work culture people are talking. So normally we don't like it. So you please create always some what is this a personal space, right? Then you give some that is always that is most important. Okay, then only you can give such kind of attachment with others. Other people will like it. Otherwise, for this kind of guys, only this is what is this for his only he's coming for completing his work only. He doesn't help. He won't be with us for all the that is during our crisis time means they feels they don't like it. So always be humor and be give some space and always allow them right to express their views and listen them. These are the things most important. Then healthy lifestyle and surround with your positive people. Practice your positive self-talk. These are most important. Already I said. Then these are the negative self-talk to positive thinking. Then never I have done, never done it before. So you say this is opportunity. Suppose any works are coming to you, you say I am not so much experienced with this. I have not handled. You see that at the time of I started my career in 1998 as a lecturer in K.S. College of Technology. So that time, the first subject, even I am thermal man, I am gold medalist in semi-thermal. I like to take only thermal subject, but I was given only metallurgy subject. Even I studied only in Tamil medium schools. That time, I was not that much expert in what is this presenting this kind of theory subjects. But I decided I want to take this opportunity. Once, if you handle this subject for 3 months, definitely I may have a lot of opportunity to talk and how to present this kind of theory subject to the students. I learned a lot of things. So I took this opportunity. Because of this opportunity, I have because the students are admired. Because to make them to understand, I started to say some stories and lot started to that is admire. Then within 4 years, I was promoted as head of the Department of Mechatronics Engineers. Okay, whatever things, whatever stone pelted me, then whatever what is there is challenges are right given to me. I took them as a opportunity. Then really I have grown on my ladder. That is a great opportunity. Don't say this is I have never done it before. Right? Take it as a challenge and do that. It will be converted as an opportunity. Then complicated. Tackle from different angle. Once you took this challenge, you will started to think in different angle. You can do well. Then I don't have resources. In coming to this, necessity is mother of invention. Again, I would like to mention the same things. I was given head of the Department of Mechatronics Engineering in 20 that is 2002. That time I was given only one table, one chair. So along with me, one more colleague were joined me. So I built the department from the scratch. So after 3 years, so you could find even now the case of city that mechatronics building was converted as that nano block. They built a different block. So in city that block was completely all the labs and rooms are designed by me. Right, I kept mechatronics block was what is this? One is a beautiful department and block. That is I had an opportunity. Another one, I don't have the resources. You should not say using the existing resources. You have to do that. Another one, I am too lazy to get this done. So this naturally, if you are lazy, definitely don't be the positive persons. Okay, don't be lazy. Then there is no way it will work. I can try to make it work. Okay, don't say that negative affirmations. Always then don't say this is radical change. You take a chance and communicate. Then if you feel no one bothers to communicate with me, means already I said you are the negative thought person and you don't give some personal space. Then naturally, then don't communicate. Nobody will communicate with you. You have to change that. Okay, then you have to open up. This is more. Then always you try. Perseverance is the only tool to change this negative to positive. The mindset is the major matter. Then what I am doing the practice. Last 28 years, I have been practicing this sky Kundalini yoga. This sky means this started by Vedatri Maharishi in 1998. This is he has given one scientific approach. So always we are telling. So we have to change our thought process. We want to change this is move to the positive mindset. So you please always he used to say you identify the right the source of thoughts, that is most important. Once you enter into the source, definitely you can correct any self. But later stages, once it develop like cancer, so started from day one, if you identified preliminary stage, it can be cured. But once it has been developed, so we have to go for next or the extraordinary steps. That is the art of the day. So always, this is how we have to identify how thoughts are coming. Once if you know how thoughts are coming, we can easily change. So thoughts are coming first one intention. This is a need. Okay, this right. You want to buy something. You want to suppose you want to have this morning breakfast. Then you need items to cook and other things. Okay, otherwise you go to hotel. Right. This is intention by need. Then by habit. So always used to say then I have a habit of taking coffee at the morning and 11 o'clock, being the teacher without tea, without coffee, I cannot pursue. That is created by us. That is a very dangerous one. I don't say taking coffee, but any kind of things. Once you have done practice, this is the chain smokers and alcoholic persons. Once they're starting from one day, then it has become that is imprinted in your what is this mind. So mind always gives reflections. So it gives reflections. It has become the habit. Once started to use, it has become the same thing. You are trying for some good habit, then it become habit. Okay. Then for good thoughts, it will become habit. So that is the matter. Another one, the habit. Then circumstances. I already said this is ecosystems. These kind of things are you can witness in IITs and NITs. Even I had opportunity to discuss with the IIT. Then one IIT student, he came for some foreign assignments and connecting some professors at abroad. He came to me. Just I discussed with him. He said how the IITs are always they're doing good and without any kind of faculty pressure, they are studying by themselves and getting scores, getting placements. He said once the time has come, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, even all the students may go anywhere. But once the assessments are coming, only time line is coming. They adhere to the timeline. They work for day and night. They will submit it. So all the students will start to open their books at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So we cannot be idle. So we have to go with them. So that kind of circumstances we have to create. That's why we are saying always if we create some ecosystem, your department, your institution, your environment, so all will be adapted for the ecosystems. Nowadays, most of the students are not good because of the bad ecosystems. Most of the students are coming from some kind of what is this unwanted circumstances. They are coming to the institution. We are having the challenges to groom from that is a negative to positive side. We are just kind of challenges we have. So they have to change by their thought process from the source. It has to be changed. So that needs a lot of practice. Another one comes from the impulse of others. Then always hello. Impulse of others are most important. So another one in Tamil we used to say this is Pramanam Thundal. We used to say that thoughts comes from the impulse of others. Another one, you don't have idea of going for a movie. You don't have idea for going for a hotel, but somebody is coming. So why don't we go today? It's a Friday or Saturday, Sunday. So we did that the day has to enjoy. But because of their impulse, in other way, somebody is coming. Why don't we read the book? Why don't we discuss some positive matters? Why don't you take this challenge and work on that? You will do that. So that is impulse of. That's why he said we should keep always the positive mindset people around you, right? That is a constructive mindset people around you. Definitely, you'll be like constructive persons. You will have this positive mindset. Then traditional intention. So you don't have any kind of access on this. So it comes from your father, mother, and your forefathers. Okay, that's why. But you can change your next generation by changing your traditional. That is, I said, once you started to think in positive way, always you have good kind of thoughts. Once started to build, your next generation will have same kind of thoughts. We can find this kind of example in the movie Onion. And then end of the last scene, the director, the characters used to say, the doctor used to say, then again this onion is exposed to such kind of situation, again will come back. The same kind of things. Whatever practice that is at the age of 10 or the age of 20 or the age of 30, right before your next generation childbirth, whatever kind of habits and thoughts you had, it will be transferred to your next generation also, right in birth itself. That's why always this all saints are advising to try to before your marriage try to do some good practice. Okay, it will be good. Always you can transfer good things to your next generation. This comes from traditional. Another one, divine intention. You should have some faith on that, right? Always Agam Brahmasmi. Everybody in many things are saying we are the God, and there's somebody saying there is some superpower. So we have to believe that there is some divine intention. Okay, so thoughts are coming from there also. So we have to prepare ourselves towards that. Another one, how to do that? Then you said these thoughts are coming, sir. So how to do that? So this is a big tool I used to advise to every one of you. Try to do introspection, right? In Tamil, you used to say that agataivu. Okay, so every weekend or every day, take a paper. Then before, right? So do sometimes 10 to 20 minutes meditation means you are not practicing any kind of things. No, need not worry about it. Just you keep idle, close your eyes, and right, focus anywhere, or you can think about one your father or mother or any your god or goddess, right? You like your that is have just think about them and keep idle yourself. Okay, this is called meditation, right? Then after some time, 20 minutes, so you can find lot of thoughts are coming to your mind. Okay, so n number of thoughts will come. So people are saying there is a 1 minute, 6,000 plus thoughts are coming to our mind. People are, that is almost this psychologist, psychiatrist are saying 6,000 plus thoughts are coming. Okay, but we should have regulated thoughts. That is our major activity. Then we have to reframe our thoughts. So by writing our thoughts, asking questions, definitely thoughts are coming down. This is the only way to reduce your thoughts, right? Right, you can focus your mind and focus on good things. This is more important. Okay, another one, gratitude list. Then it is called a blessings. Okay, used to say gratitude. Always you can say thanks. You can say we are in Vedatri. We used to say Valponamuran, or some other way. People may say some other things. You can follow any kind of things, but you should give some gratitude list. You have to give some blessings. You start from your family. Always you can find conflict. Okay, from the close people. So conflicts always comes only first conflict always we find with your wife, or wife means their husband. Okay, they are very close people. Okay, then you can find often quarrel and everything comes from their family only. So always we have to give gratitude, then blessings, right, to our counterpart first, then our children, then our colleagues and other things. Okay, these are most important one, but we missed, right? Always giving gratitude to our boss and somebody, right? But we are not giving to our counterpart. That is a close everyday people are, that is very close to us. That is most important. Always you find conflict with our close people. So give gratitude, blessings to your close to people first, then your remote people next. Then use affirmations. I said the positive affirmation. So if you do such kind of practice at least weekly once, definitely you can bring from negative to positive mindset. So I don't want to get into more deep into this emotional state. So these are the 6 habit. Okay, right? If you every one of us have this greed, anger, mysteriness, immoral sexual passion, vanity, vengeance. You are able to convert all these 6 into that side. This is called left hand side is negative, right hand side is a positive. So desire, greed. Okay, always we have big desires. Okay, it has to be regulated, right? So you should not say you should not have desire. You should have, but that should be the goal. That should not be this without any working, without doing anything. Only we have this kind of disease or greed. It will not happen. So we have to equip ourselves. So you please transfer to the fulfilled mind. That is more important. Anger will spoil you and your always neighbors. Okay. Even I am advising you. I don't say I don't get anger, but I may, but maybe the percentage is very less. So that kind of after so many years practice, I could bring some anger come down. Okay, all right. Then even in Tamil, I don't say and that kind of word also you should not use. If you use that, you are always blocking, always storing your all kind of vengeance. Right? That is anger. It will become vengeance. This is the last one. So in Tamil, they used to say vanjam, right? Right? I said you should not show somebody burst out, right? Burst their anger. That will also sometimes good. Even that itself, their anger will be bursted, and they don't keep anything in their mind. It will not give any kind of unwanted things to their what is this foe or a person. He doesn't like it. But if you keep for a long time, it will become the vengeance. So it has to be avoided. Then this mysteriness is the only way. Generosity, try to practice. Then immoral sexual patience. Already we have good things of chastity in Tamil Nadu, but we have to inculcate among our factor that is students will try. Then vanity, then modesty. It has to be converted as a modesty. Then vengeance is to forgiveness. You can try. This is emotional state. Left hand side, right hand state is the state of perfectionist. Once you are able to clear all these six, you are able to move the right hand side, you'll be the perfect man. It will take more time. You have to work, you have to do practice. Then health benefits of positive thinking. So every one of you know, lifespan will be increased, depression will be reduced, distress, there is no distress, then anything will happen. You may have a strong resistance, so nothing will penetrate you. You don't allow that kind of mindset will come. Then physical well-being will come. You don't have any kind of disease. Then coping skills will be improved. Coping skills is most important in day-to-day life. Okay, then you can find this 58 Indian origin businessmen generated $1 trillion. Everybody has hailed from some, many people are hailed from only small family, like Google CEO, right? They can do it. Why not we? We can. Definitely, thoughts are everything. If you have positive thoughts, if you feel you are able to do, otherwise, you have such kind of affirmation every day, you can do it. Definitely, you can do it. Then this will support your teaching effectiveness and the classroom climate and reduce your stress. Then you will become adaptive leader. Then adaptive leadership is most important. You don't say only you should have your head of the department principal, like every one of you have such kind of things. That is most important. Then coming to the resilience. So we have positive mindset. Resilience is very simple. Okay, right. This is you have ability to recover from setbacks. Resilience mindset is most important for all the leaders. Once you have that kind of mindset, definitely one day you'll become the leader. No doubt. Okay, always the resilience people will try new things, right? Always they will move to the hard things. Resilience mindset comes only not doing the simple things, easy things. If you are having three kind of work, you take two easy work, one tough work every day. You take one tough work. People are saying it is not easy to do it. You don't take it. Anybody said you take that work, you try. Definitely you don't get success for initial times. Okay, after some times you may get success. Nobody will come to you. Still, I remember. Still, I remember in my early stages in my teaching career. Okay, that time I said I don't have so good fluency in English. Then anybody is coming for external persons are coming with good language and okay, they want to communicate anything. Then my earlier head of the department and people, okay, go and talk with Visagavel, they used to say. Then that time initially I got some tough time too. So even I cannot understand and many things. But after some times, it will become very easy for me. Everybody suggested to go and discuss with him. Then they have given some promise to me. Always some then his challenging task is coming to the department. They used 7 years I ran the department well. Even within 3 years, the first set of anonymity comes out. Our team able to produce gold medal in anonymity from mechatronics engineering. That time only last cut of students come and join and K.S.Prabhakaran mechatronics. Even senior colleges had a good cut of students. So that after that only the all others have turned who is this Visagavel. So I took big challenge. I have done it. That time in anonymous initial stages, giving the result will be very tough. I have given good result. That's why after 7 years, we thought of it. If we have one institution, we can do it. So in 2008, 2009, we established colleges of technology. I am also one of the co-founder of this college, also the principal. So we have good thoughts. We can do it. Now I am running institutions. So you can ask who is my next thought. Sir, I have thought. Definitely I can grow. Yeah, always we have to do new things in every day in our life. Then only you always will be young. You can do it. We will be energetic. Will be the positive mindset. Okay, then if you do the routine things, always get bored, right? You have challenge, you have to try new things, then only you can do well. That is the most important one. So it comes under this resilience part. Then our brain have this neuroplasticity. We know that plastic means once it changes its shape at particular temperature, right? So you can change the shape. That's kind of that is a system in our my brain also, right? Then if you have, I said already, capacity building program, that every day if you bring to your stage and do some practice, you can change your mindset also. You can bring a lot of changes in your brain also. It is possible. Then everybody will say this resilience is innate. It's not innate. Everybody can change. I already said we have neuroplasticity, kind of that is a system in our brain. We can do it. Then positive attitude means not ignore problems. Always positive attitude will take a problem, work on it. Okay, so just by saying this, I can do it, I can do it, it will not happen. So once you started to say, because of saying by yourself, you try something. That is one. So not saying that, not like this kind of people who ignore the problem. Another one, resilience, working harder only, right? Not to need not work only hard. Okay, you can smartly, you can work and execute any kind of things. Okay, so you need a practice. Another one, growth mindset. So you please in MBA used to say growth mindset and fixed mindset. So you can, if you go to net and ChatGPT, it gives a lot of answers. You can go and read. Again, the coping mechanism will come. Then growth mindset, people always, then whatever things we discussed so far, these kind of practice they will have in their day-to-day life. Okay, fix the mindset. Always the people used to say the reasons. So always I advise to my subordinates, don't say the reasons. Even I don't accept the reasons. Once it has happened wrong, it has happened wrong. You'll try to correct it. That's all. Right? It's not possible, not possible. Try to find the solutions. But you don't say it is not happening because of me. Right? Big people are always ready to take the success, not take the this a failure. But leader always APJ took all kind of failure in his shoulder and corrected everything because he has grown as a leader. You can find a lot of stories, but it has to come only in the practice, right? So try to have growth mindset, right? Mindset means already said you have to analyze your thought process. You have to go and correct at the source itself. This is most important one. Then identify your personal strength as we discussed by doing introspection and identify your personal strength and celebrate small wins. That is also most important. You did small things. You got some even nobody appreciate. You appreciate by yourself. Okay, so always is appreciation you may get by giving only. Okay, right? Every day you appreciate one or two, right? It will you get back in two or that is in terms of multiple. Okay, you don't appreciate anybody, you don't get any appreciation, right? So you find the word, way, their work, try to appreciate others. So naturally you may get your appreciation. Then you celebrate small wins. That is also most important. Okay. Then morning routines, gratitude I said, then you take some micro breaks and sleep well. Then consistent small practices, building your daily habits already we discussed. Then we discussed about this yoga and other things. Then your networks and peer mentoring also can be done. Already I said you should keep around only positive people, try to be inside the positive people. Then otherwise you create the network. Okay, another one you can do mentoring. You are good. Try to mentor not only students, you can do mentor faculty also. Then always peer mentoring will give a lot of energy. Another one, uh, create supportive departmental norms. right? That is also most important for you. Then classroom culture, that is, if possible, create an optimistic resilience for students. So whatever, if you practice, you can teach students. Always, I advise the faculty to my faculty, you don't teach much. Only you please share the concepts. Then you please allow them to teach right in front of you. Then I used to say, suppose when maths teachers are coming, 60 hours, the math teachers only writing on the board all equations and teaching. So always the math teacher is practicing in front of all 60 students every day. So naturally the teacher will be good. But we are not giving such kind of opportunity to students to practice in front of all 60. That's why they are not coming. Okay, always you are saying he's the best teacher, he's the best. Why? Definitely actually you are the best teacher. Because every semester he is doing right 60 hours practice in front of all 60 students. He is not giving opportunity to students to practice in front of him or other students. So you have to change. So you please try to bring the resilience mindset among the students, giving some hard challenge to the students. That is most important. Then align your task and other things are. So time is most important. Priority is more important. I don't want to touch that part. Is a very big part. Okay, priority management. So priority management is the most important in our day-to-day life. So if you don't have priority management, definitely will get fired. Okay, so priority management will come only by doing all kind of introspection. You got to regulate your thoughts, then priority management will come naturally. Okay, otherwise you have a number of thoughts, you cannot prioritize. That is the most important. Another one, handling criticism and failure. This is our major challenges. Always people will expect nobody will criticize us, so it won't happen. So others are criticizing you are. It means you are growing. Okay, nobody is criticizing you. You are not growing. So you are in fixed mindset. You don't have growth mindset. Okay, always in Tamil, people used to say, there is a in a mango tree, there is a mango. Always the matured mango only may get a lot of that is stone hit. Okay, அதாவது பழுத்த மாங்காய் நிறைய அடி வாங்கும் அப்படிம்பாங்க. So you are doing good, right? Naturally, people cannot follow you, cannot grow like you. Always they try to criticize you by so finding very small area. You take it in positive way, right? Then failures always the learning steps for us. Don't forget it. Okay, so that kind of mindset is a growth mindset. Okay, positive attitude. This most important one. Another one, problem solving frameworks. Now this is always the curriculum is moved like this. Okay, always we have to teach our students on problem solving skills. Okay, then so naturally, right, we got to create such kind of environment. So you should be ready to right. You should have that kind of skills. That is most important also, right? To develop your problem solving skills. Once if you have problem solving skills, definitely you have good creativity. Then if you have creativity, definitely you can innovate product. Once if you innovate product, you can land at startups. Okay, if you are the good problem solving skill persons, definitely you can become one day entrepreneur or startup. Then creating a department resilience. So you try. Once you are, then you can change others also. All right, there are some set of procedures already shared. Then attitude shift is to practice. Already almost we are coming to the end. Attitude shift will come only by practice. Okay, I said it has to be practiced. I have given a lot of things. Try to do that. Okay, then another one, resilient skill to develop. Then attitude means already I said there are you have to regulate your thoughts. Okay, you do introspection, you regulate the thought, you do some priority management, then you take challenges, then you work on that. Okay, then always you have set of negative mindset, try to change the positive mindset, you do that. Okay, then resilient skills, I said you take everyday three things. Okay, two easy things, one hard challenge things from your boss. Try to do that. Okay, then natural resilience will come. Okay, another one, specific habit and time line accountability part and everything will come back. Then almost we come to the end. Okay, you can try this kind of books. Okay, then this is a power of positive things. Whatever books I read, only I have given this. This books is clearly giving your this classical guide to developing confidence, optimism, and faith in yourself. Okay, so whenever I get down, I used to read this book. Okay, power of positive thinking. Otherwise, then audio is also available. Then podcasts are there. Even free podcasts are there, paid podcasts are there. Whenever you travel, okay, now this all kind of technology available, right? Then using that, even you are not able to read the book, you can hear, right? You can hear, right? Oh, this is summary of this book. So there are so many podcasts are there. You can try to hear. Definitely changes your mindset. Then Think and Grow Rich. This is a small book. So how to focus on our mindset and resilience, persistence, and achievements clearly depicted by Napoleon Hill. Then Magic of Thinking Big. Always the people used to say, don't think right. I said already, there is some difference between desire and goal. Think big means a goal, not desire. Okay, sometimes nothing wrong. Okay, right. This kind of things are always self-doubt. You have to remove that self-doubt. Another one is a mindset, right? By Cornelius Beck explained how the growth mindset. I said this is a growth mindset. Growth mindset is most important. We are saying the growth mindset transform learning and other. He will say, but this second book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, really very very wonderful books. Don't miss it. That's a good audio podcast is also there. So every day, small things, right? Once the big changes will come one day, you try to do every day, right? That is most important one. This is Atomic Habits. Okay, it's a wonderful book. By reading this book, you started to practice. Definitely, you can bring big changes in your life. Then, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Every one of you know. It gives some framework. MBA guys know that everything, any strategic planning and comes in the framework. Without framework, they don't start anything. Okay, so it gives a lot of good framework and personal effectiveness and how to develop your character in a positive way. It gives a lot of insights. Then coming to the final resilience and mental strength. So these books are suggested. I think I did not read one or two books. You can try Happiness Advantage and Learned Optimism and Man Search for Meaning. So you can try this book for resilience. Definitely you can find good changes in your life, right? So thank you very much. I am very open now. I'm better giving instead of talking more, right? If you ask questions, I'm able to give a lot of answers for you from my right own life. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Over to the participants.
Dear participants, so if you have any queries, you can please unmute yourself and can ask some questions to the resource person, or you can use the chat box also to post some of the questions. Over to the participants for QA, short QA. And can I have a question to you, Professor?
Please.
How do yoga and meditation exercises builds positive attitudes, sir? And how routinely we should take this yoga and meditation in the daily practice?
So at least daily or 20 to 30 minutes. So exercise is must for our physical health, right? Without doing exercise, is definitely we cannot maintain our health. At least out of 7 days, minimum 4 to 5 days, we should have some physical exercise. Then meditation, right? Try to do daily, even 20 to 20 minutes, right? It will be very good. Okay. Then if you do meditate, definitely what you think, right, it can be done. Okay, you want to, then you used to say, what you are doing, you can think. That is a thing, that kind of strength you can get it. So meditation is a very, very powerful tool for cleaning our thoughts and executing our whatever thoughts, is good thoughts in our life, right? This most good things. Every day you can try at least 20 minutes meditation right? At least 20 to 30 minutes exercise will be good for our life. Next. Prabhakar. Okay, thank you very much. I think over to coordinators.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, over to coordinators. Anyhow, thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much for your.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation in delivering a great lecture in this fine morning, sir. We thank you very much for making this session as a very truly inspiring session, and session was received by all the participants of this program. Thank you very much for providing your session in your valuable day in the morning time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, bro. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, the dear participants, it is the final day of this FTP, and we request you to join the next session by 12 o'clock in time. Thank you so much.
So, under Defense Innovation Hub, we actively engage academic institutions, Atal Innovation Mission, Defense Innovation Organization, industries of the regional region, and with this particular consortium, we are facilitating all the industries. So, under Defense Innovation Hub, what we do is we identify requirements of TPSUs and armed forces. See, Army, Navy, Air Force are three tri-services, and we have additionally Coast Guard, Indian Coast Guard. Similarly, we have around 20 plus DPSUs, which is called Defense Public Sector Undertaking, HAL, BML, BTL, IOL. All these guys are manufacturers of Indian fleets and equipments of Indian Armed Forces. We analyze these requirements, we create some infrastructure. Currently, we have an excellent infrastructure at Kalapalem, at Kodisha, Coimbatore Industry Park. So where we have put up all the R&D facility for product development, reverse engineering, scanning, CMM for measurements, machining centers like VMC terminal centers. We have put up the electronic manufacturing unit, and subsequently we have a co-working space for that. So we work as a common facility, and we also support all these industry and academia to come and utilize this facility and support the Indian government. So we have our own defense team. The defense team is consists of Rear Admiral Deepak Bansal, is one of the retired veteran who's been serving Indian Navy, and I have Group Captain Sanjay Shekhar, he is also retired. So I have two active consultants on board, and I have also Dr. N.V. Tantapani, who's a general manager, who is facilitating the reverse engineering and FE analysis and all latest analysis. We are helping all these industries and startup. So whenever any requirement comes in, as you are an academic institution, you need someone to handle. So we do all the support system for you to understand the defense requirement and start developing products. So all the directors of Kodisha, most of them are honorary members. All of them are honorary members, and every director owns one portfolio. Under Atal Incubation Center, we identify potential startup who are working on dual use case application, both commercial and defense. And subsequently, we onboard them. We have a selection committee which identifies the idea about the founder and the company. Once it has been satisfied, meeting our expectation, we facilitate them getting onboarded. We give them space. We give them technical support on electronics and mechanical product development. We have fundings. We have fundings from SIDBI, MIT, and AIM and Kodisha. We deploy these money on the identify products for product development. We take care of their compliances. We take care of their legal requirements, what is required. We use to facilitate them. So we have signed MOU with leading research institutions like IIT Madras, IIT Bombay. Similarly, with SIDBI, Small Development Bank of India, also we have received some funds which we are deploying on these startups. And Knowledge Institute is also a part of our organization where we are facilitating them with mentorship as well as the internship process also. So on the startup ecosystem, I have startups which is of around 28 startups are there. I will go through one individual startups, what they do. These startups are homegrown startups. That means they came with an idea. We facilitate them in the product development, and they have got some government grant through which they have started developing products and delivered products. So we incubate technology-based companies who are into whatever the latest technology is there. They are with us with aviation, satellites, robotics, garments, and automations. We have versatile domain of companies who are working on it. Sir, I'm in a meeting. Good morning, sir. I'm in a meeting. Can I call you in another 15 minutes, sir? Sir. Huh? I will do that, sir. Yeah, I will do that, sir. I will do that, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Sir, yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I got the
Yes,
call.
proceed.
That's why it got
Yes,
disconnected.
sir.
Okay. So this is some of the success stories what I have. A company called Zeekers Technology Solutions Private Limited. They were into robotics, and we helped them getting some defense projects. This is from GRIC, Garden Shipbuilding Unit, where we have developed an AR/VR module for welding equipments. And whenever there is a critical welding which happens in the shipbuilding unit, it needs to have qualified people to weld it. So because of aging and bad habits, their quality of welding goes down. So this product is a module where they used to do a trial every day, and it gives the certificate that yes, this guy is fit for doing welding. So this is has been deployed around 50 products, and I have a company called Exnomus. They work on robotics. They have been winners of various defense challenges, and they got grant up to 1.5 crore. The previous company got around 75 lakhs. I have a company called Nunari Labs. They are into AR/VR module. They train AR/VR modules. They are providing solutions for AR/VR for industries and defense. If you have any training that needs to be conducted, we can also facilitate them with these AR/VR modules. And I have a company called Vikra Ocean Technology. They works on underwater drones and remotely operated vehicle. We had a company called Ballon Space, which has been acquired by a US company, which is an extraterrestrial testing equipment that was done, and it has been planned for moon mission. Right now, the Chandrayaan 2, they are working on it. There is a company called Raksha Kavach Private Limited. They works on garments. These garments are special garments, and we got transfer technology for firefighting as well as high altitude garments. I have a company called Space Rose who works on what do you call engines. I have a company called RGBA. This guy works on AI-based, voice-based recognition, and we have won 2 challenges with Ministry of Home Affairs through which they have been funded. I have a company called Green App Technologies. They work on battery management systems. One company with the mono aircrafts. They works on 2-seater tandem aircrafts building, and they have got the DGCA approval. A company called Arpuda Advanced System. These guys are working on light upgradation for BMP tanks. Innosphere in track alignments. Bilateral into an AR/VR modules for Army Navy Air Force. The grant was up to 3 crore rupees. SkyEgg works as a drone as services. Garden into critical drone manufacturing. Data space into ERP modules. Avatar Aviation into engine aircraft overhauling systems. So these are some of the startup which we have developed. The above said, all the startups have got some grants. These are not some guys who came up in a company or a family which they have an earlier company. These are first generation entrepreneurs which you have created, and more than around 15 crore rupees grant has been received through the initiative what you have done. So on the defense ecosystem, we have signed MOU with BEML, Bharat Movers Limited, who manufacture Tetra trucks. HAL Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, which manufacture aircrafts of Tejas. BDL, Bharat Dynamic Limited, who works on missile systems. Bharat Electronics Limited, where they develop all the electronics equipments. Indian Auto Limited, Army Navy Air Force, and DGQ facilitation. So the entire ecosystem is readily available with us, so that if any startup or an individual who are willing to develop, we have the technical mentorship to support that particular proposal and get it granted. So on the typical infrastructure, what we have done is we've installed, as I earlier said, we have all the design software which is required, PTC Creo and Design X, Control X, Mastercam, and recently we have added CATIA software also. CMM for quality inspection, terminal centers, we have VMCs, scanner for complete reverse engineering. So all these things, your students or faculty can come and experience how we support all these industries. If you have an idea, we have technical team to develop these products, and if you have a business model, we can help you in getting connected into defense projects. About Coimbatore industry, I want to give a brief. Early Coimbatore was only into bed grinders, motor pumps, right? Right now it has been diversified. A lot of embedded engineers are there, rubber, precision molding. SPM is another important area where we have a lot of special purpose machine has been built, forging, fabrication. So this is some of the success stories. We have created new 30 plus startups for aerospace and defense. We have 35 plus forging and rubber mold products that has been indigenized. 150 precision engineering components has been done. More than 300 industries have connected with this. So, as a nutshell, what we do is we collect all the requirements from the armed forces. We disseminate these information to the faculties, students, industry, and academia. All of them put together to develop these products. So, networking with the armed forces and DPSU has been done. So, we are enough. We disseminate like conducting seminars, participating in technical events, and provide all the technical support for the product development. So that's all from my presentation. I have a few slides to share you. Okay. So there's a portal called Region India Defense Portal. If someone can note it down, if you are from mechanical department. So please do visit Region Defense Portal, in which the government of India has created Amazon, Flipkart kind of a product where you can go see what is the Army, Navy, Air Force requirement. So where they have discussed and displayed what are the products which needs to be developed through these centers. So for a simple example, I will take one particular product so that you can have an idea how it is. So for BML, there is an arm assembly. Okay, so if you can click this product, what you get is you get the list of products and details about it. Okay, so I'm in an exhibition center, so my internet is pretty poor. And this particular product or the portal will give you the details of product which need to be developed. Okay, so now while you buying in Amazon, Flipkart, right, it tells what kind of a product it is. It is an arm assembly unit. It is required for a truck division. It is a mechanical component. Currently, this product is imported from Singapore. ACA Ascent Engineering is the vendor. Okay, and they have given the item specifications. That means what is this product is made up of, and you have data sheet for it. So there is an image, there is a data sheet, and they want this product to be developed by Indian company. So if you are an R&D department, you can take this particular project, get the drawings. As per the drawings, you can manufacture and give it to them in association with an industry. Academic institution cannot directly supply, so you want to have an industry partner. Have an industry partner or someone who wants to develop some products can take an idea from this and what they wanted. Another important factor is this product was imported at a price. You can see the pricing. Last year import value is around 1 crore rupee, and you can see 62 lakh rupees is what they're actually doing. And this is the contact person name. You've got the email ID, phone number, and all the details of this particular product. So any persons who are willing to develop a product or want to take a challenge, this is an excellent portal through which you can see, identify a problem which you can solve and start doing it. Here, industry doesn't have time to do an R&D. Yes, and academic institutions, you can join hands in doing it. Okay. Next one is on this for the indigenization, what I was told. It's called Sri Jan Defense Portal, where you have to go to a marketplace through which you can see all these products. Next one is called IDEX Innovation for Defense Excellence. Last month only the problem statement has been closed. So what you can do, if any students are there you can ask your students to come here to the portal called idex.gov.in, idex.gov.in, and you have a tab called challenges where you can see list of challenges which needs to be indigenized. I will pick two challenges so that you can understand how detailing they have given. Okay. So every 3 months they give the problem statement and they give a grant up to 1.5 crore. As an individual, you can apply for the problem statement and you can get the selection opportunity also. But important point is that if you're putting a proposal for a crore rupee, 50 lakh has to be done by the individual or a company. So as a college, what you can do, a professor can take up this particular project and management can support. If you are a winner, then subsequently college faculty together can start a company and you can start developing this product. And as this product doesn't have an Indian vendor and you become a monopoly for it, so they clearly tell what is their requirement. Okay, they give a gist of it. So all the problem statements have been listed here. So I will go to the first problem statement so that it is easy for you to see. Say they want to have an AI based module. This is from Indian Army, the problem statement number 1. AI module for autonomous recognition and identification of targeting devices. There are a lot of cameras which has been involved and decision making becomes very complications either for a premises or for a certain restricted area. So whenever a drone flies in or whenever an intrusion happens, it can immediately alert certain people and that particular person can go on track it. If there is an opportunity, an anti-drone system is also be done. You can have enable that particular thing to go and utilize it. So they have clearly told what is the existing solution. So services doesn't have this AI solution and they are looking for a technology domain of AI and ML. And these are the potential use cases what they have, what are the standards to be followed. So likewise, these problems can be attacked and solved. So one important point in the challenges is there is a category called open challenge. That means if you have an innovative idea where Army, Navy, Air Force have not even thought of it, you can apply this particular challenge and it is open 24/7, 365 days. So you can propose the solution that Army can use my innovation and subsequently, if they are interested, they will be ready to fund you also. Next is what I have is TDF. It's called all the research fellows has to go to this portal called DRDO TDF, Technology Development Fund. Okay, here they give the problem statement. They give a grant up to 50 crore rupees. So there is an indigenous aero engine unmanned aerial vehicle needs to be developed. Okay, where you can view what is the problem statement is. So development of an indigenous modular aero engine for a family for UAVs with scalable thrust classes, high-speed turbine technology, multi-fuel capability, and ruggedized platform need to be developed. And the microcast turbine is what they are trying to do. And they have a basic document about these particular things. And if you guys are really interested, you can have a look into it. So last date of application is 10th June 2026. In this particular proposal also what happens is academia alone can't apply because these are unique challenges where they want to tie up with industries. So you should have an industry partner. If you think you can solve this particular problem, you have to identify potential company. Together you can develop such kind of solutions. So there are multiple opportunities like this. So if you are really interested, please do reach out to us and we will be able to facilitate all the coordinates which need to be done. Okay, good. So any questions, because I am done with my presentation. So if you have any questions, you let us know. I will be able to clarify if I'm able to. Hello? Yes, sir.
Dear participants, if you have any queries, you can ask or you can post your questions in chat box.
So the audience of what kind of a category, sir? They are only faculties.
Faculty members.
Okay. So to give a fair idea to the faculties, so can a faculty start a company? Can a faculty apply for such kind of a problem statements? Yes, there are a lot of opportunities for you to do it. Only thing, if you have a technical know-how to solve the above problems, you can directly apply. We will guide you. We are there to guide you and support you on how to do it.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. This is Dr. Balanarasimha from MITS deemed to be university.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Today I came to know something good information from you. So one doubt is that can we visit the industry, sir?
You can visit our facility. Okay, we are at
Okay.
Kalapalayam. I'm
Okay.
texting my mail ID at info@cdiic.in, where you have to
Sure.
send a mail, get an approval. We have a limited capacity. We engage only 20 people in a batch. We don't do a mass people who comes in and start doing it. We have only limited capacity. But once
Okay.
you come in, we will be in detail discussing about your college strengths and what are the products you have developed. Something which we can collaborate and submit. We will be facilitating it. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dear participants, any other questions you can ask?
I'm just typing the required website, okay, so that you can go see all these products, what is available. So it helps you guys to understand how best you can start developing these products. Uh, 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 can we make it a little bit interactive? If some people can also see what is their specialization, and we'll be able to support them. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. It's audible.
If professors can introduce and they can tell their area of interest, it will be really nice, so that we will try to see some areas where I can collaborate with them also.
Thank you, sir. So myself, Dr. Balanarasimha. Just now I spoke,
Yes,
sir. My area of research is shape memory alloys, sir, smart materials.
Okay.
And right now I'm very good at casting and characterization. Especially I'm working on actuators.
Excellent. So my suggestion for you is try to visit to Region India Defense Portal. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Where
Yeah.
it gives you a lot of products. The challenges is we follow all the GO standard. It's a Russian standard, and they are trying to do indigenization, where they put us a special alloys. We have to find an IS equivalent for it. So the company which imports these products and give to the industry is called Midani. Okay. So you can go to the website, see what are the raw material which has been imported. If you can get some equal IS equivalent and you can support Indian defense, that will be really great. So throwing you an idea and lights where your research can be helpful for the Indian defense. Yes.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. There is a question on the website. What type of support we can expect from CDIIC, technical or financial of infrastructure? See, the ecosystem is that what you have is very important. What is your capability and what you want to do it, we will be supporting accordingly. Either you want a problem statement or you want to have a technical assistance in the development of the product, we will be able to facilitate it. There is the financial support, yes, but you have to start a company and get onboarded here. Okay, this funds goes because these are defense product. They want companies to be a part of it. Individual scale, it can be for a grant for doing your research, but here everything goes for defense. So they want to talk to an industry. If you are in the process of starting up a company or thinking how to start a company, we will be best suited to facilitate and guide you. Any other questions? If any questions, you can put in chat, but also I will respond to that. And we are not only for Coimbatore, okay, we are for the entire nation. So any company anywhere in India can approach us, or any individual in India can approach us, where we will be able to guide you and support you. We don't charge you, okay? So this is this is only a guidance which we give for the individual industries, for academicians and researchers. The main, if you're a researcher, please go to TDF DRDO, where they have done a lot of such kind of an innovative product. They have they also help you in commercializing these products also. So Bala sir, if the other team, if there is no other questions, can we wind it up? Yeah, there is one question. Okay. So question is whether CDIIC has branches across Tamil Nadu and India. No, we don't have branches across Tamil Nadu and India. We have it at Coimbatore only. But we have a bandwidth of supporting any such kind of an innovative mind who wants to develop product. And you need not to have a physical space where you have to come and work.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, it seems no further questions.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you. If there is no other questions, I have dropped all my contact details in the respective repositories for your reference. The team can have a look into it. If something is required, we are there to support you, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, sir, I give a formal vote of thanks, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, on behalf of Knowledge Institute of Technology, Management, and the Department of Mechanical Engineering, we thank for accepting our invitation for this session, sir. And the session is very, very much useful to us and informative, insightful, and it will be beneficial to all the participants. Thank you for accepting our invitation, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations to all the participants. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Dear participants, salams to you all. Kindly join the session, next session, and followed by valedictory. Next session is 2:30 to 4, and the valedictory is planned between 4 to 4:30. So all of you requested to join on time. Thank you.
concepts in authentic situations. So this problem-based learning integration into curriculum design approach directly supports outcome-based education OBE described by NBA Abbat and NBA accreditation requirements, NEP 2020, that is National Education Policy 2020 recommendations, industry expectations, employability enhancement. So the ultimate goal is to create industry-ready engineers who are capable of innovation, problem solving, and lifelong learning. To put it to a nutshell, the PBL integration is to solve real-world problems, thereby we create an impact in the society. And you are looking the session overview of the session on PBL integration in the curriculum. So in this session, we will be discussing 6 very important areas. And number 1, fundamentals of curriculum design, which connects the why PBL integration is required and curriculum design principles and integration of this. And second one, principles of project-based learning. And the third one, integration of project-based learning into engineering curriculum, followed by assessment and evaluation methods, and industry and accreditation alignment. Then finally, implementation strategies for institutions. So these are the 6 major sessions that is going to be covered in this session today. By the end of this session, every participant you attend should be able to identify opportunities to integrate projects into their courses and departments. And why do we integrate such a project-based learning in curriculum design? The preliminary reason is that students learn better when they actively engage with knowledge. Consider a course called thermodynamics in the mechanical engineering program. How will we teach the thermodynamics in the traditional method? We will explain the laws in the classroom, solve numerical problems, and conduct examination. So by this way only, the traditional method of teaching will go for the thermodynamics course. But when we introduce the problem-based learning in the same course, and it gives the students, the students will design a solar water heater, analyze the energy transfer, evaluate the efficiency of the same, and present the solution. So this is how the PBL method will goes for the thermodynamics course. So which means the students not only understand the concept better, but also retain knowledge longer period of time. So the benefits of introducing such PBL into the curriculum is to enhance the understanding level. Students will move beyond memorization and develop conceptual clarity. And it also improves critical thinking on the students. So engineering is fundamentally about solving the problems. Problem-based learning encourages the students to analyze, evaluate, design, and optimate. So this problem-based learning will also improve the communication skill of the students because students groups together and solve a real-world problem. So in which students will learn to prepare the reports, make presentations, defend their solutions. So it also improves the leadership and teamwork. So the students will learn collaboration, responsibility, and conflict management. This also encourages lifelong learning of the students. Students learn how to learn independently. This is one of the most important graduate attributes prescribed by NBA. So, integrating problem-based learning in curriculum design improves the students' learning ability beyond the classrooms and which supports the higher order thinking levels. And here we comes on curriculum design, the key principles. Effective curriculum design should begin with outcomes first. The first question is not why should I teach? Instead ask what should students achieve? So because we concentrate on outcomes. The first principle gives defining the learning outcomes. So every course should have clear course outcomes. We normally describe 5 to 6 COs as per the NBA standards. And the second principle will involve alignment. It means there are 3 elements must align in the curriculum design. First one, learning outcome. Second one, learning activities. Third one, assessments. This is called constructive alignment. And the third principle we have is balance theory and practice. Engineering education requires both balance theory and practice. A curriculum dominated by practice, a curriculum dominated by theory produces graduates lacking practical competence. A curriculum dominated by practice may lack scientific foundations. The balance is very critical. So the fourth principle here is that considering the stakeholder expectations, including industry and society. So, and which includes students. The stakeholders of the institution are the students, parents, alumni, employers, professional bodies, and society. So the curriculum must address their needs too. And coming to the principle number 5, which is on continuous improvement, continuous improvement, the curriculum is not static. It should evolve based on feedback, industry trends, technology changes, accreditation requirements. Of course, this curriculum should be an interdisciplinary one as described by this NEP 2020. And coming to the next one, curriculum design process. This is a very typical process and it is easy also. The curriculum development follows a systematic process. So first one, we need to identify the stakeholder needs. So for that, we have to conduct industry survey, alumni feedback, employer consultations. And the second one is related with program educational objectives. So we have to define the PEOs, which describe what graduates should achieve after their graduation. And followed by, we go on defining the program outcomes. That is called learning outcomes of the course. So NBA specifies program outcomes and graduate attributes. And coming to the development of course outcome, each course should contribute to program outcomes. Then designing the learning experience. This is where project-based learning becomes very important. And followed by, we go for assessment method and evaluation criteria. So here only the faculty role plays a vital one. So here we measure the attainment of the students' outcome. And followed by, we have continuous improvement. So it means the analyzing the data and implement for corrective actions. So these are the typical curriculum design process. This is every steps involve the critical works. And here we have project-based learning essentials. So what are the essential steps we have for implementing the PBL learning in the classroom? So project-based learning, that is PBL, is not simply assigning a mini project, but PBL is a structured pedagogical approach where learning occurs through projects. So that is the important one. So the important characteristics include the authentic problems. Okay. Project should address real engineering challenges. That is important. And students should have ownership. Students take responsibility for the learning purpose, because the faculty role in the PBL is to only monitor, guide, and facilitate. But the students, they are going to group together and they do by themselves. So students' ownership is very important in this PBL learning way. And followed by, faculty role is to, as I was mentioning, faculty role is to facilitate the learning and direct instruction, because this is not a student-centered approach. This is not a faculty-centered approach, and it is a student-centered approach. And now coming to the next one, it is investigation and inquiry. Students ask questions and explore solutions, and sometimes students reflect on what they have learned also. So this is a next very important step. And followed by the collaboration, communication, and innovation. teamwork becomes an integral part of the learning when we implement the project-based learning. So ultimately, project-based learning develops knowledge, skill, and attributes for real-world success. And coming to the slide number 7, which is integrating project-based learning into the curriculum, many institutions ask, should we introduce separate project courses? The answer is not necessarily. Projects can be integrated into the existing courses. That is a very important thing in the integration of PBL into the curriculum. For example, let us take a course called Engineering Graphics. So how do we have a problem? Design a machine component. So this could be an PBL. When we take a course called Manufacturing Process, so the PBL could be develop a process plan. When we take a heat transfer course, design a heat exchanger. This could be a PBL. And when we take a CAD/CAM course, create digital manufacturing solutions. So such projects should progressively increase in complexity also. So in such a way, whatever the courses that we already teach can have PBL as a separate component in the course. Probably this PBL can be assessed as assignments like, okay. So every course will have both theoretical way of assessment as well as assignment oriented of assessment. So this project-based learning can significantly include in the assignment related assignments. Okay, fine. So coming to the next slide, which is on designing effective problem-based projects. So this is a typical flow chart on designing effective PBL projects. So first, let us have the connected to our PBL project should get connected to real-world engineering problems, because so when we take real-world engineering problems only, we can map those problems into various SDG goals, because that is mandatory for accreditations. So we should have very clear objectives on defining the PBL projects. Students must understand expected outcomes in the initial itself. And the next one is to define the deliverables. Okay. So the example could be prototype building, designing the report, simulation, and presentations. And coming to the realistic constraints, engineering solutions must consider cost, time, resources, sustainability. So the PBL may have integrative improvement also. Integrative improvement. Students should redesign and improve the solutions. The mirrors are industrial practice. Okay, fine. So the ultimate takeaway from this slide is that students should choose meaningful problem, especially from the societal point of view. And the students are being grouping together, and they innovate the solutions that they taken from the society point of view problems. And finally, measurable impact comes. And coming to the next slide, faculty role in problem-based learning. So this is a typical flow chart where the faculty role is very important in the PBL. So the faculty is responsible significantly. Instead of being information provider, the faculty become here a mentor, a facilitator, a coacher, and an evaluator also. The faculty should monitor the progress of the students, conduct the reviews, and provide feedback, encourage the innovations of the students. So this objective is not to provide answers, but to guide the students toward discovering the answers. So the ultimate aim of this exercise, the faculty role in the PBL, is faculty shift from delivering content to empowering learners to become problem solvers and lifelong learners. In coming to the slide number 10, which is on assessing problem-based learning beyond traditional exams. So this typical chart gives you everything on how do we assess PBL beyond traditional exams. So the traditional exams mainly assess the knowledge of the student, but whereas the alternative approach, problem-based learning, allows assessment of students' technical competence, problem solving, teamwork, communication, leadership, and professional ethics. So the assessments methods could include rubrics-based assessment, peer evaluation, self-assessment, viva voice, demonstration, industry feedback. So this by which we can assess the PBL. So the key alternative assessment method in the PBL are given here. It's a sampling for you. Portfolio creation, peer assessment, presentation, rubric-based, real-world impact assessment, everything that we have. So ultimately, when we assess, what truly matters is we empower learners to do extraordinary things. And coming to the slide number 11, problem-based learning challenges and strategies. And the common challenges included in the PBL are listed here. So the faculty workload, could be a challenging one, and the solution could be shared mentoring. Two faculty or three faculty can combine together and execute this PBL method, and some project repositories creation in the library. So these are some solution methods, and sometimes we may have some resource constraints too. For that, we can go for virtual simulations and industry collaborations too. And sometimes the diversity of the students also become issue. So the solution for such issues can be a structured mentoring. We can group the students and go ahead. And assessment consistency also becomes sometimes challenges for us. So I think we can go for a detailed rubric method. And nowadays, I think this AI technology plays a vital role. So by which I think we can implement a great strategy for assessing the students' project. So the key takeaway from this slide is that with the right mindset, collaboration, and support, we can turn every challenge into a stepping stone of success. And coming to the slide number 12, best practices and roadmap for implementation. The phase one is to have a pilot. What I am suggesting is that we cannot implement PBL to the entire institution in the beginning itself. So I think we can go for having a pilot batch first. It means to introduce projects in the few courses. Okay. So followed by faculty training may be implemented at the institution level on developing the project-based learning expertise. And followed by we can go for having a collaboration with some industries so that we can bring some authentic industry-related problems. Okay. And so we can finally expand such initiatives to across all the departments of the institution, and followed by continuous improvement can be carried out at the institution level to collect the evidence and to refine the same. Okay, so I think we can remember that a successful PBL is a journey, not a one-time event. So start small, learn continuously, and keep improving one project at a time. And coming to the action of project-based learning, that is transforming learning. And when project-based learning is successfully implemented in any one program or in any one course or across the departments, students become really creators instead of passive learners. Faculty become learning facilitators instead of dictator, and classrooms definitely will become innovation spaces that is unimaginable. Institutions become center of problem solving and entrepreneurship. So PBL into action examples from real classrooms. So students can combine like this and they can solve a problem on sustainable campaign. They can work together on history documentary of the local region, and students can work together on clean water solution, and students can work together on smart solution for seniors. That is the issue could be any of things. So So such PBL projects can be implemented at the department level, course level, and the institution level. So what makes PBL a transformative one? So the PBL will definitely improve the deeper learning of the students. So it solves the it approaches the 21st century skills, which depends on critical thinking, collaboration, creativity, and communications are growing together. So real world impact will be there when we implement the PBL. Student are become empowered students out of this exercise because students involve themselves into this PBL projects directly, and there will be definitely stronger school culture. Our institution will become a PBL culture based institution. And the next slide could be curriculum mapping and PBL alignment. So this is a very important step. Curriculum mapping ensures that project-based learning in mechanical engineering is intentional, standards aligned, and outcome-driven. Every project becomes a powerful opportunity to achieve learning goals and develop future-ready engineers. Here I have just simply categorized some of the core courses of our mechanical engineers and some of the topics inside of the core course. And the PBL question could be like this, and such exercise can be combined, can be directly mapped into NPA POs and approaches to STG goal also. So curriculum mapping is very essential for NBA point of view. I think we can map our course outcome to program outcome. So the benefit out of this exercise is identifying the real gap, avoid duplication, and improve the curriculum structure. So the key takeaway of curriculum mapping and PBL alignment is when PBL is aligned with every project becomes a pathway to mastery, innovation, and real world impact. And here which the Bloom's taxonomy and project-based learning, and we are all big teachers. We are very familiar on this Bloom's taxonomy level of teaching learning process. Examination reform policy tells us that the fixed hour examinations will cover the Bloom's taxonomy level of remembering, understanding, applying alone, sometimes up to the analyze level. So these are called lower order thinking level. When we go for higher order thinking level only, the students will have creative thinking skill and better employment skills. So to do the arts, that is higher order thinking skill approach, definitely this kind of subject capstone project, this problem based learning, project based learning are the important steps to have the higher order thinking level of Bloom's taxonomy. So Bloom's taxonomy levels are being given here. So the remembering always connects with the concepts, understanding connects with the explanations, apply connects with the project execution, the analyze step involves investigation of something, the evaluate steps involves some decision making, and the creative steps involves innovation of something. Okay, so most traditional teaching stops up to the apply level, but the problem-based learning reaches from remembering to create level. So it is the order of the day that every institution and every teacher can have this PBL approach in their teaching learning process. And coming to the slide number 16, vertical and horizontal integration of PBL. So what is this vertical and horizontal? Every institution has its own curriculum design, starting from semester 1 first year to implement this problem-based project-based learning into this 4 year of engineering curriculum. So that is an important step. What we can do is that when we start integrating this PBL, as I was already mentioning, we can start with one course first, then slowly to one department and to all other programs also. So what this horizontal integration tells us that combining courses in the same semester. For example, manufacturing technology, thermodynamics are the two courses semester. For example, what we can do is that manufacturing technology and thermodynamics can be combined each other, and we can give one common project. So this approach is called horizontal integration. Okay, so likewise, some of the courses that taught in the same semester can be combined and can be given as a problem. So the students will be able to solve the problem by which the students could understand the basic concept of some of the courses which kept in the same semester. Whereas the vertical integration connects project across years the students can have a concept alone. When the student comes to the second year, the students can design something. Okay, and when the students come to third year, they can build a prototype and they can test it and optimize it. Okay, when the students come to the final year, so this project could be implemented at the industries, or the projects could taken to patent level also. So this approach, starting from first year to final year approach, is called vertical integration of PBL. Okay, so I think you can able to understand how this horizontal and vertical integration of PBL could be. Is on multi-year project-based learning progression model. So, as usual, the students are in the year 1, then they go for year 2, they go for year 3, and they go for see if they join from the first year onwards. So, the multi-year PBL progression model could be like this one. So, the first year, semester 1 and 2, foundations. It means creativity and exploration happens here. And year 2, it is about application. So, technological application, second year only. When the students come to third year, they study courses like machine element design, design of transmission systems, finite element analysis. So in the third year, I think system integration related PBL approach could be happening. When students come to the final year, they study project management, finance, production quality, and quality related courses. So in the final year, students will be industry focused capstone projects. So this is how multi-year PBL progression model could be. Okay. So this creates a structured development pathway. Fine. So here comes, we have the slide number 18, which is on industry integrated PBL framework. Okay. So we were been discussing about what is PBL, how do we integrate this to curriculum design, what could be the challenges, and what could be this horizontal and vertical PBL approach could be. How do we integrate it into this curriculum design? These are all we have seen. Now, the real thing is that why don't we approach the various industries where mechanical engineering related problems are abundant? So every faculty, we can definitely approach industry, get some real world society related PBL. So that PBL can be solved in the classroom, in the department, so that the outcome could be a real world outcome. Okay. So the industry participation could be, what we can get out of this industry participation is, we can get real world problems, and we will get mentors from the industries, and definitely the students can have the opportunity of making a site visit to the industry, and industry may give some real-time data, so that by which the PBL could be addressed still better. And finally, the industry people can be involved in the evaluation also. Okay, so that will definitely make real impact, okay, in the PBL approach. Okay, so every faculty, every institution can definitely connect some of the core industries and get some PBL, and that can be solved at the classroom level. So that will definitely create higher order thinking level among the students community. Okay. So what could be the real outcome when we take industry project is that students will have the chance of having internship at the industry. So this will definitely improve employability of the department and the institution. So students experience professional engineering practices before they getting graduated, because they directly go to industry and experience the internship opportunities out of this PBL learning approaches. So here comes the next one, accreditation and OPE alignment. So this is very important, because every program nowadays, we should go for accreditation and ranking. This is very competitive world, where every institution, every department, going for accreditation and activities. So how do this project-based learning directly connects the accreditation and OBE. Okay, so problem-based learning strongly supports NBA graduate outcomes, because so this PBL definitely aligns with the engineering knowledge, problem analysis, design solutions, teamwork skill, communication skill, and lifelong learning. So these are the some of the POs that is not being directly connected when merely teaching happens in the classes. Okay? So the PBL provides measurable evidence for attainment calculations and accreditation document. So this is how accreditation outcome-based education alignment we are doing. And here comes the slide number 20, which is sample mechanical engineering problem-based learning curriculum. We are taking mechanical engineering for the time's sake. The year one, which composes semester 1 and semester 2, will have foundation courses normally, and year 2, semester 3 and 4 will have application oriented. 5 and 6 will have design and innovation related courses, and the year 4 of the mechanical engineering program could be of 7th semester and 8th semester, where projects and the impact of the projects into publications patterns happens. Okay, so for example, let me put it in the level. Students could have a project like water filtration model, energy conservation project. So this could have only foundation level of knowledge. Students definitely can group together. And then two, designing a machine component and manufacturing process optimization. So these are the PBL can be given to the student. When the student come to the third year, thermal system design, automation related projects can be given as a project-based learning. When the students comes to the final year, we can send them to internship or direct involvement in the industry. So industry sponsored capstone projects can be taken by the students. So this type of progression from year 1 to year 4 definitely. So this improves higher learning and higher order thinking level and creative thinking levels among the students, which directly addresses the 21st century skills. Okay, so the better learning, a better PBL approach definitely link the students to get placed in some of the reputed industries with high package. So the key takeaway from this slide is that a progressive problem-based learning curriculum starting from year 1 to year 4 that builds competence, confidence, and contribution semester by semester. And coming to the slide number 21, action plan for faculty implementation. Okay, so the typical roadmap map is presented faculty implementation. So as I was already mentioning, there are some certain setbacks would be in the implementing the PBL in the real world curriculum. So out of so many risks that we have, the real problem can come. So here I think I can tell you a methodology by which each faculty of an engineering institute for implementing this PBL. So as faculty member, I think we can begin immediately on reviewing our course outcome, identify the project opportunity, collaborate with our own colleagues for assessing the PBL, because assessing the PBL cannot be taken by a single faculty. We can group together and do it, and we can engage with outcome could be measured for the attainment, and it can be improved continuously. So the key takeaway from this slide is that we have to start small, we have to think systematically, and we should scale gradually. So that is the key takeaway. What I'll do is that I'll currently move into one example. So I think you are able to see a PDF Word file. So I'll tell you how project-based learning can be taken in the classroom, and how do we form a systematic approach to solve that PBL in the classroom, and how to assess the same PBL. Okay, so we have so far seen problem-based learning or project-based learning could be a student-centered approach. The key characteristics and all we have seen already. For the today's sake, we'll take a problem called a local community is experiencing increasing plastic waste pollution. So this could be a societal problem. Okay. So likewise, every course we can develop some 5 to 10 PBL. Entire classroom students can be grouped together to solve that problems. Okay. So for this problem, we have to make the students to work on. So what we can do is that PBL activity should be firstly defined. So standard operating procedure should be written very clearly so that students will follow the steps one by one so that finally they will complete the project and submit to us. So what I have done is I have made an exercise on having the SOP for this problem. So the steps, the standard operating procedure steps goes from step number 1, identification of the problem, to finally the step number 20, final presentation and vivas. Because in the finally students will submit a report and they will present the same. So that is how this PBL approach could be. So what I have done is that, so for every step, PBL activity is been clearly defined, and the deliverable, what is the outcome because of this activity, is been written, and how this step is relevant to NBA PO, and how this step is aligned with the SDG goal. Because as we are all having familiar, NBA Tier 1 manual SIR addresses the SDG goals also. So the PBL approach definitely can be linked with the knowledge, skill, attitude, all POs and SDG too. So every PBL will have to follow 20 important PBL activity. So one by one the student has to cover. The first one is identifying the problem. So we have identified the problem from the society point of view. That is, local community is experiencing increasing plastic waste pollution. So this is the problem identified. Then second step is to define the problem statement. Okay. And third step is to form the student team. And one student could be the team leader. And followed by understand the problem context. And he need to analyze the report, and followed by brainstorming the possible solutions, here which idea generation comes, and followed by identify learning requirements. And step number 17 could be conducting the literature review to find out the gap of the work, and followed by gathering the stakeholder requirements. So here only we can go for discussing with alumni, peer student, faculty mentor, industry mentor. This is a pollution related. So definitely students can visit municipality also. So like which we have to gather the pain points. Okay, what is the issue really? The students can even go and contact the people who is facing that issue too. So we can get the real time data, after which we can analyze the existing solutions, then for perform the root cause analysis. Okay, root cause analysis, we know very well, fishbone diagram, cause effect diagram, by which we can find out the root cause of the issues. Then generate alternative solutions, evaluate alternatives, followed by select the best solution, could be the 13th step. Then we have to prepare a project plan. So here only this Gantt chart method action plan comes. So first month, what could we do? Second month, third month, okay. So whether we are going to have the Gantt chart for 8 months or 10 months, all such plan could be done here. Of course, faculty mentorship also required on this step. Then 15th step, design the solution, where documents are being gathered. We can use some softwares, we can use some modeling exercise, we can to do the design and solution. So finally, we will develop a prototype model first, because the prototype should be tested. Finally, this project's outcome could be done afterwards only. So the the developed prototype should be tested and validated. The test report should be obtained. Followed by, we should analyze the results of the prototyping, and we should have some optimization here for improvements. So the step number 19 could be submission of final report, followed by presentation and viva voice. So this is the suggested PBL steps, 20 steps that every faculty can have for their own course, so that the students will have very better learning of the content that we deliver. Okay. So the message is, we introduce PBL, which directly gives better PO attainment, because it also covers SDG goal. Industries are becoming involvement in the PBL approach, and we definitely will go for continuous improvement. All such put together will have better future ready mechanical engineers. Now we understood that how a problem can be taken, and how this standard operating procedure can be written to address the problems towards the final presentation. Okay, now we should also know how the assessment could be documented. Okay, and here which I'm presenting you an assessment model. I mean assessment marks of the students. We'll take up one class of students having 48 students. Okay, and students know names of the students are something like this is practiced at our institution, so I'm unable to show you the student names here. So the steps, all the steps that we carried out from step number 1 to step number 20 are given here. This is called the standard operating procedure steps that we have been doing. The step number 1 is that problem related, and step number 20 is the presentation. Okay, so for every step, each student has to be assessed by the faculty. Here only the faculty role is very important. Okay, so for which we can definitely have the help of the colleague also and do such approach. So, okay, so nowadays I think we are all very familiar on using AI tools. So AI tool can be linked with assessing the PBL project. So that saves time of the project, I mean, it's the time of the faculty member. Okay, so all such steps, the faculty will play a role of mentoring only. The group students only will going to execute the projects. So the average marks and everything are being here. Okay. So what we have done is that we have assessed every steps to 60 marks. So whatever the marks here we are showing is that it is for a maximum of 60 marks. So this is the real-time data of a project-based learning implemented at our own institution. Okay. So I think now you are very familiar on how a faculty can implement a project-based learning in the classroom for the typical course. Okay, fine. So I think we are almost nearing to the end of the session of my presentation, the summary and the key takeaways. Okay, so we have already seen the curriculum design and PBL integration represents major shift in the engineering education. Okay, so the key takeaways are PBL transforms learning. It builds 21st century skills. It integrates the curriculum in a realistic way. It connects with the industry and drives measurable outcomes, and which requires the collaboration. So PBL transforms learning from doing, and memorizing from applying, studying from solving. Okay, when we integrate it effectively, the project-based learning enhances student engagement, outcome attainment, employability, innovations, and NBA accreditation readiness. Okay, so these are the key takeaways out of this exercise. So PBL is not just a teaching strategy, it is a commitment to empowering learners, strengthening communities, and building a better future. Okay. I think I have come to the end of the session. Hope I have communicated you whatever that I have shared to you. And I think this is very easy and need of the hour that every faculty can think of implementing to their own course. So thereby we create a community among our department, and slowly this project-based learning can be implemented to all the courses in our curriculum, and we can take across to all the departments also, because this is need of the hour. So the future engineer will not be judged only by what they know, but by what they can design, create, and so here which I am ending my session, and I am deeply honored to be a resource person of this prestigious Iste BNY sponsored FTP, and we thank the organizers, faculty, colleagues, and the participants for sparing your time on this great day evening. So, any questions to be answered, I am really ready. So, I'm stopping my presentation right now.
Sir, thank you, sir. Dear participants, if any queries, you can ask your questions or you can post your questions in chat box.
Happy to take some of the questions in the chat box too. Even you can share your experience where you had some of this project-based learning approach in your own
Prabhakaran, sir.
institutions. Yeah, sir. Please.
Sir, Prabhakaran, sir, can I speak?
Yeah, please.
Sir, it's a very nice session, sir. First of all, thank you for seeing you after a long time in this mode. Okay, sir, as we know very well each other. Sir, and one more request, sir, as it seems to be like latest NBA criteria tier 1 under criteria 2 and 3, it seems, sir.
Yes,
so
yes.
I would like to invite you if there is a possibility in future. Can you give us in detailed explanation about for our college exclusively?
Sure, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Happy to be a part of.
Sure, sir. Through proper channel, I will come back to you, sir. Thank you.
Sure,
Sir.
sir. Thank you so much. So, do we have any clarifications and questions? So, dear colleagues, we have been in the engineering fraternity. We know each other very well. So, I think I'll put up you with the question. No, can we do it in our classroom? Can we do it for our own course approach PBL? At least we can share in the chat box. Yes, no, difficult, something like that. We have to move towards such project-based learning in the classroom. This is need of towards producing industry-ready engineers. Yeah, thank you, Riyas. So I'm seeing a question: what is to be done in the case of interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary projects? Yes, sir. I think to answer to your question, NEP 2020 says interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary projects that involves, for example, we had a resource person in the day one FTP from BGR NEO. He was telling some of the projects that students can take up. I think everybody knows it involves the real-time data from the mechanical engineering industry, which is being stored at the cloud. Then it should be analyzed, and optimum solution could be engineers' role is involvement, but also IT engineers. So such projects can involve students of mechanical engineering as well as students from the computer science streams. That we can definitely allow. Be solved by 4 students means 2 students from mechanical engineering and 1 students from electrical electronics related and 1 students from computer science streams. So that is also is an creative exercise that an institution can look at. Not a problem, can be done. Thank you for asking that. So, if at all there are no questions, I understand you had a nice learning experience for the past 6 days, and this is so. I think we have delivered very well as per our expectation and as per our plan. Feedback is about. I think we have posted already in the group, so it can be answered by you all. And as per the IST BNY request, a test should be conducted. So the test question is also ready, and it will be posted. we'll have the valedictory function starting from 4 o'clock. So I think kindly stay in the online so that we can take up the vote of thanks. During the vote of thanks, I humbly request you give your real experience and about the resource person that we invited, the topics that we framed, the content delivery that we have given, and the organizing team have played. So I humbly request a few of the participants to switch on your mic, video, and come forward and say feedback, real feedback, so that we will be able to serve still better in the near future. So here which I end my presentation. As the faculty coordinator of this FTP, I'm so happy to have you all on program as per the guidelines. Only 45 have been invited, and across all the classes, classrooms, majority of the faculty have participated and gained the knowledge. One thing I would like to address to you all is that all the session video are been taken lead department also. Thank you all. Thank you for the opportunity. So the dear participants, the next question will be shared right now, both in the chat box as well as in our common group, and you can start answering. I humbly request you all welcome to the valedictory function, which starts by 4. Thank you. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Good
Yes, sir.
evening,
Yes, sir. Good evening.
So, please. Can we go ahead, sir?
Sir, please, sir.
Yeah, sir. So, a pleasant evening to all of you. Here, which we are formally ending up the IST BNOI sponsored knowledge enhancement program 2026, 1 week online faculty development program on smart machines 4.0, intelligent monitoring and digital twin for data driven engineering systems, organized by the Department of Mechanical Engineering. We are in the valedictory session today, and we would like to greatly welcome the expert resource person for this valedictory function, Dr. G. Maheshwaran sir, National Executive Council member of Indian Society of Technical Education, New Delhi, who has been with us in the inaugural session on the day 1. With this small note, I am glad to welcome the resource person, Dr. G. Maheshwaran sir, and the entire participants team from various states of India, and our own faculty colleagues and the staff members who have coordinated this FTP for the last 6 days program to this formal valedictory function happening today in this Knowledge of Technology, Department of Mechanical Engineering. We welcome Dr. G. Maheshwaran sir, National Executive Council member, IST New Delhi, for addressing the participants in the valedictory function. Please welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. And good evening and a happy day to all. I think you would have all enjoyed this 6 days of faculty development program and Smart Machines 4.0. And a special thanks to the executive chairman, the management principal, and Professor Dr. Prabhakaran sir, the FTP coordinator, and the entire team members who made this session a fantastic one. And all the resource person. I think the fantastically the resource person were selected by the FTP coordinator and the entire team to enhance the knowledge of all the participants. And we are happy that it was a very successful FTP which has reached all parts of India, and really we are happy. And my dear friends, just I want to add only one small thing here, just a small story. With that I will close my session. There was a cycle company in Great Britain, and they were not performing very well. And they were searching for many coaches, and the coaches were not ready to join with them. Even the cycling companies are not ready to sell their cycle to that club, since they are not performing well. So, Sir David Brailsford, a coach, came there, and what he did is, I think you all heard about agile training, which is hot training across the world. He made each and every part of this cycling into small parts. We call in agile training as it is as sprints, small portions. For example, if it is cycle, and how should be the seat, and how should be the handlebar, and how should be the brake, and how should be the pedaling, and how should be the chain. See everything, every part, and how they have to sleep the previous night, and how should be their body posture, and what type of food they have to eat. Everything. What it did is, after making small portions of this entire cycling, and he made 1% improvement in each one. My dear friends, understand, he just made a 1% improvement. I think we would have heard about many people on December 31st, they will be having any one note they will be taking, and they'll be taking right from tomorrow. I'll be going for jogging, right from tomorrow. I'll be going for a gym, everything. So the morning 4:30, they'll be waking up and they'll be ready, and they'll be going at 5 o'clock. But consistency will not be there. After 1 week, the routine life will come, because the brain and mind will not accept anything which is immediately implemented, because it is a process. Whatever you want to do, you do it slowly. It should be in an incremental order. See, he made this 1% improvement in every activity which leads to this cycling. Finally, what happened is that cycle company, that club, they were winning many competitions, and they were leading the entire Great Britain, the best cycling club in Great Britain. See, what I want to tell is, now you have got knowledge from this FDP, and you improve every area of your teaching, every area of your learning. And if it is, if you want to deliver the best lecture in your own college, have just 1% improvement. 1%. If it is a 50 minutes class, how I can improve 1%, how I can inculcate 1% what is happening today in this world, which is related with mechanical engineering, which is not related, a general one. How I have to make my 50 minutes of my session a fantastic one, an encouraging one. Why I am telling this, my dear friends, nowadays the concentration level of the students is missing for every 10 minutes, because now they are doing multiple tasking. When they come to the class, they want to have a single task, which their brain and mind does not permit. Even when we eat, we see the TV and we eat. So we are doing multiple tasking. So you have 1% improvement in anything. If you want to have good food, have 1% improvement. How to chew the food. Whatever you want to add it, you improve by 1%. Whatever you want to delete it, you do it by 1%. See, when you have this 1% rule in your life, it will be a fantastic one. Always, when you have some takeaways, so implement it very slowly, such that your brain and mind accepts that. That is very important. So now you have taken your fantastic knowledge from this FDP. See to that, list out what are the takeaways for you for this 6 days. What are all the takeaways, and how I can implement everything you cannot implement. What are the things I can implement by my own, for my students, for my college, for the society. So you segregate it, and winning colors. And in life, winning, it is a process. It will not come immediately. Everything in the life is a process. So understand the process, implement this 1% rule in your life, and have a great and fantastic life. Congratulations to all the participants, and congratulations to the Professor Dr. Prabhakaran sir and his entire team, and the principal of the institute, executive chairman, and the management of the institute for accepting our invitation to have this FDP and their institute. Fantastically, you have conducted that, and special thanks to Iste President Desai sir, and my own colleague, Professor Dr. Prabhu sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and special thanks to all the participants for making yourself involving in this FDP activity.
Thank you so much,
God
sir,
bless you,
for
sir.
accepting our invitation and delivering your valedictory address.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
as part of the FDP, can we have some physical feedback from the participants as we requested? I would like to have some of the participants' feedback here. We request the participants to switch on their video or better audio also, okay? But we request your valuable feedback for the FDP.
Hello, sir.
Over to the
Prabhakaran, sir.
participants, please. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, Dr.
So it's a
Vamsi
very
Krishna,
valuable
please
time
go
for
ahead,
us
sir.
to spend in the 6 days. And you gave us what to say, as we are in faculty, we are day-to-day life in our daily job purpose. We never go with these ends. So you make us enlighten and something new we have explored and understand. Hope this can be added to our upcoming classes for the students that I experienced from you. Thank you
So much, Dr. Vamsi. Yeah, Mr. Shaikh, Mr. Paul Durre, Mr. Mauli, Mr. Prabhakaran, Mr. Mohan Raj, Mr. Dhanapal. Can we have some of the participants to share your feedback? So anyhow, you have shared very valuable feedback through the online. We are being consolidated that, and each and every participants have highlighted most.
Good evening.
Dr.
Good
Mohan
evening to
Kumar,
all.
sir, please.
I am extremely thankful to Kiot Mechanical Department for organizing the excellent FTP on smart machines and delivered to experts Dr. Vinoth Kumar sir's talk on industrial defense applications of digital twin gave me clearly industry side, will definitely help me revise my course content. The program was well coordinated, and the online platform was seamless. The content on Industry 4.0 to current academic and research needs. I appreciate the efforts of the organizing team. Looking forward to more such FDPs from
Thank you very much,
KIOT.
Dr. Mohan
Thank
Kumar,
you.
sir,
Thank
for
you
your
to all.
honest feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, if at all there are no feedbacks from the participant side, I would like to go for the formal vote of thanks. I'm glad to extend my considering and sponsoring this 6 days FTP on Industry 4.0 to Knowledge to Technology, Department of Mechanical Engineering. We thank Professor Vaidya, who has been lazy on between KOT and IST so far, for making us to understand starting from the day 1 to till date. And next, I would like to thank the various resource persons of this FTP who have come from both industry and academia for very valid and current technology related aspects in this FTP. I would like to thank SA India Southern Section for making great support towards this FTP, and through this SA India Southern Section, our FTP invitation has reached many states to 6 states of participants who participate in this FTP. This is all because of both ISTBNY and SA India Southern Section. We are most thankful to both societies. And I would like to thank the entire KOT Knowledge Technology Man conduct such a wonderful FTP sponsored by IST. And I would like to extend thankfulness to our executive chairman, founder of our institution, Dr. Extended towards this FTP. I'm so thankful to our beloved principal, Dr. K. Visagavel, sir, who has been a great pillar towards all of our efforts always. We would like to thank Professor S. Shanmugam, sir, who is being a professor of practice and senior professor of mechanical engineering. Greatly appreciated. He was instrumental in coining topics of this FTP and fixing the resource persons of the various sessions. We are greatly mechanical engineering. And I would like to extend thankfulness to all the directors, head of the various departments, faculty, colleagues of our own institution. And we would like to thank the management of the participants institution, the enthusiastic approach towards joining this FTP and making this FTP a really and memorable one. And I would like to extend thankfulness to the organizing team of Knowledge and Technology, starting from Mr. P. Karthikeyan, Mr. K.N. Karthik, the staff members, Mr. Siva, Mr. Sheikh, all have helped a lot towards this IT infrastructure management and the content delivery and coordinating the session, especially Mr. Anand Kumar, faculty English, who has been in the moderating session in many sessions, who has made this FTP a memorable one. Thanks to everyone. We'll meet up in the next such FTPs in the future. Thank you, dear participants. We'll close the session. Valedict session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.